Humble Beginnings, The Early Life of Sundar Pichai. Welcome back to Fluent English Power. Today we are going to explore the extraordinary life story of Sundar Pichai, the man who went from a small home in India to becoming the CEO of one of the biggest technology companies in the world, Google. This is not just a story about success, it is a story about dreams, simplicity, and the unstoppable power of education and persistence. Sundar Pichai was born in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India. He grew up in a modest two-room apartment in Chennai, where his family did not even have a telephone for many years. Sundar shared a small space with his parents and younger brother, and despite limited resources, his parents always encouraged learning. His father was an electrical engineer, and Sundar would often watch him fix things around the house. These small moments sparked a curiosity in his young mind, a curiosity that would one day change the tech world forever. From a very young age, Sundar showed an incredible memory and a deep interest in numbers and technology. Even before he had regular access to a computer, he was fascinated by how machines work. He studied at Jawahar Nyaliya School and then moved on to one of India's most prestigious institutions, the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, IIT. He was not born with luxury, but he was born with a burning desire to learn and to go beyond what life had offered him. Getting into IIT Kharagpur was not easy, but Sundar's determination and discipline helped him achieve this dream. At IIT, he studied metallurgical engineering and impressed his professors with his sharp thinking and calm personality. It was clear that he had a unique ability to solve problems and communicate ideas simply and clearly, two skills that would later become his biggest strengths at Google. But Sundar's journey didn't stop at IIT. He was awarded a scholarship to Stanford University in the United States, a life-changing moment. When he left India, it was his first time boarding an international flight. His father spent more than a year's salary just to buy his plane ticket. That one ticket wasn't just a ticket to America, it was a ticket to opportunity, to learning, and to creating a new life. Sundar's humble background never held him back. Instead, it gave him a deep sense of gratitude and a grounded mindset. He never forgot where he came from, and that made all the difference in how he approached life and leadership later on. His early years taught him to stay calm under pressure, to be curious, and to never stop learning, values that he still carries today as the CEO of Google and Alphabet.
Big dreams in a new world, from Stanford to Google. After reaching the United States, Sundar Pichai entered a completely new world. He joined Stanford University, one of the top institutions in the world, where he pursued a master's degree in material sciences and engineering. For a boy who had grown up in a home with no telephone, being surrounded by the latest technology and brilliant minds at Stanford was both exciting and overwhelming. But instead of feeling small, he became even more curious, more observant, and more determined to grow. At Stanford, Sundar was exposed to Silicon Valley, a place where ideas turned into reality and innovation was everywhere. He quickly realized that technology had the power to change lives, and he wanted to be a part of that change. His humble nature, sharp mind, and quiet confidence helped him stand out even in a crowd full of geniuses. After Stanford, he went on to earn an MBA from the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, where he was recognized as a Siebel Scholar and a Palmer Scholar, two of the highest academic honors there. But Sundar was not chasing money or fame. He was chasing impact. That mindset led him to Google in 2004, a decision that would define the rest of his life. At Google, he started as a product manager. His first major project? Google Toolbar. Back then, most people used Internet Explorer to browse the web, and the Google Toolbar allowed users to access Google search more easily. It may sound small today, but it was a big step at the time. Sundar handled this project with such clarity, focus, and innovation that senior leaders at Google quickly noticed his potential. Then came the breakthrough, Google Chrome. Sundar strongly believed that Google needed to build its own web browser. At first, many people inside the company were not convinced. Creating a browser from scratch was a huge risk, and other browsers already existed. But Sundar saw what others didn't: the future. He led the development of Chrome, and when it launched in 2008, it changed everything. Chrome became faster, simpler, and safer than other browsers. Today, it is the most used browser in the world. That one bold idea proved how visionary Sundar truly was. After Chrome's massive success, Sundar went on to lead many more products. He worked on Gmail, Google Maps, Google Drive, and later took charge of Android, the world's most used mobile operating system. Under his leadership, Google's products became faster, more user-friendly, and more accessible to people all over the globe. His calm decision-making and deep understanding of technology helped Google grow without losing its simplicity and purpose. Despite handling so many complex projects, Sundar remained humble and approachable. He always believed in teamwork. He once said, "A person who is happy is not because everything is right in his life. He is happy because his attitude towards everything is right." That attitude made him different from others. Instead of shouting louder, he listened more. Instead of chasing power, he focused on people. That's the kind of leader the world needs, and that's the kind of leader Sundar became. In 2015, his journey reached a new height when he was appointed as the CEO of Google. And later in 2019, he became the CEO of Google's parent company Alphabet Inc. From managing a single toolbar to managing the entire company, it was a journey very few can even imagine. But Sundar's story is not just about big titles. It's about how staying kind, patient, and focused can take you to the top even in the most competitive world. His journey tells us that no matter where you come from, if you're willing to learn and work hard, success will follow.
The mindset behind the man: leadership, simplicity, and success. Sundar Pichai's rise to the top wasn't just about talent, it was about mindset. In a world full of loud voices, aggressive competition, and constant pressure, Sundar stood out because of his calmness, empathy, and clarity. He is a rare kind of leader who believes that kindness is a strength, not a weakness. His ability to stay grounded, even after reaching the highest position in one of the world's most powerful companies, is what makes his story so inspiring. As a leader, Sundar Pichai is known for listening more than speaking. He values collaboration over control. He doesn't try to dominate rooms. Instead, he brings people together and lets great ideas rise naturally. His leadership style is often described as quiet power, the ability to lead with humility and intelligence. In meetings at Google, engineers and young team members often feel comfortable speaking up because Sundar creates an environment of trust and respect. That's rare in big tech companies, and it shows why he is loved not only for his mind, but also for his heart. One of Sundar's most famous qualities is his ability to simplify. Whether it's explaining a complex idea or building a product, he believes that technology should work for everyone, not just experts. That's why products like Google Search, Chrome, Gmail, and Android became so successful under his guidance. He never lost sight of the user. He once said, "At Google, we work on things that millions of people use every day. That kind of scale is a big responsibility." And he takes that responsibility seriously. Sundar strongly believes in making technology more inclusive and accessible. Under his leadership, Google has launched programs to bring internet access to rural areas, provide coding education to students around the world, and support digital growth in developing nations like India. His vision goes beyond profits. He wants to create opportunity for everyone, regardless of their background. Even when facing challenges, Sundar remains composed. Whether it's government investigations, global layoffs, or tough business decisions, he doesn't react with panic or blame. Instead, he focuses on solutions.
He encourages his team to keep learning, stay positive, and adapt quickly. The very qualities he practiced during his own rise from Chennai to Silicon Valley. Sundar often shares one simple message with young people. Be hopeful, be open, and try to be less anxious. In a time where stress and pressure are common, these words feel refreshing. He believes that you don't need to be the loudest or the fastest to succeed. You need to be consistent, curious, and kind. And above all, you need to stay true to yourself. Despite managing one of the most powerful tech giants on Earth, Sundar never let success change his personality. He still lives a simple life, enjoys time with his family, and stays deeply connected to his roots. He doesn't believe in showing off wealth or power. Instead, he chooses to show wisdom, patience, and gratitude. That mindset, staying humble at the top and hopeful during tough times, is what truly makes Sundar Pichai a role model for millions. His journey is not just about Google, Chrome, or Android. It's about a boy who believed that with the right mindset, anything is possible.
Life lessons and final motivation. What we can learn from Sundar Pichai's journey. The journey of Sundar Pichai is not just a timeline of achievements. It is a roadmap for every person who dreams of rising above their circumstances, no matter where they come from. Whether you're watching this video from India, Japan, the USA, or anywhere in the world, Sundar's story speaks one universal truth. Your background does not decide your future, your mindset does. Sundar never chased fame or money. He chased purpose. He chose to learn when life was hard. He stayed humble when success arrived. He took responsibility, not shortcuts. And that's what turned a quiet, curious boy from Chennai into the CEO of Google and Alphabet, two of the most influential companies on Earth. What makes Sundar's life so powerful is that he didn't have a perfect start. He didn't grow up with luxury, fast internet, or modern tools, but he had something more valuable: strong values, patient thinking, and belief in long-term growth. Even in moments of rejection and doubt, he kept moving forward. He didn't let the noise of the world distract him from his goals. And that's exactly what we must learn from him. If you feel like your dreams are too big or your resources too small, remember Sundar Pichai. He is proof that slow progress is still progress, that being kind is more powerful than being loud, that true leadership starts with understanding, not ego. As he once said, wear your failure as a badge of honor. This powerful quote reminds us that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. So don't be afraid of trying. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start where you are. Learn with whatever you have. Stay consistent, stay humble, and keep growing. If you want to succeed in today's world, follow Sundar's habits. Stay curious, learn every day, focus on real impact, not popularity. Whether you're a student, a professional, or someone searching for your next big step, remember, greatness doesn't come from where you begin. It comes from how far you're willing to go without giving up. So today, let Sundar Pichai's journey inspire you. Let his story be the reason you wake up tomorrow with more energy, more focus, and more hope. Because if he can do it, without shortcuts, without shouting, without forgetting his values, then so can you. Thank you for watching this powerful story on Fluent English Power. If this inspired you even a little, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this story with someone who needs motivation today. And remember, the next big success story could be yours.